The baby started crying loudly. Poor soul needed food and attention as well. It had just came out of the womb and got away from its mother, from her heartbeats, which it had felt since its existence. Taeyong, STFU, holy shit, what a disaster! Leah! Taeyong called for a maid, and a middle-aged woman rushed in and went into shock as she heard the baby crying. Yes, sir? Shut this fucking thing up, he ordered heartlessly. Leah's heart melted after seeing the helpless newborn crying its lungs out. She picked him up, his tiny body falling cold due to the lower temperature of the AC. Leah held the baby close and left from there. She quickly warmed some milk and started feeding the baby with a spoon, as obviously butter wasn't available. The baby stopped its actions and somehow drank the milk. His dehydrated throat must have gotten some relief. As he stopped crying, Leah smiled gently. Were you hungry, darling? Ah, of course you were. She observed the baby's face and her eyes widened. How can someone be this heartless towards their own child? Leah made the baby fall asleep and she placed the baby beside sleeping Taeyong as she had to leave. Time skip, midnight. Taeyong felt warm wetness under him as he woke up. As soon as he woke up, he realized that the baby had peed. Fuck. Due to his yell, the baby flinched and woke up, but didn't cry. Instead, he opened his eyes wide, curiously looking at the man in front. And that was for the first time Taeyong saw his face. Beautiful doughy eyes, which mirrored his own. Cute little nose having a little mole on it, just like his father. Some unfamiliar feeling his heart felt after looking into his baby's eyes. But then Taeyong remembered his sister, her newborn, the way he held her sister's dead baby. His eyes darkened with anger, which was only for Ryan and not for this baby. He took out a gun and pointed it at the baby. The baby watched, curiously, his tiny fingers curled around the unknown object. Barrel. The baby pulled it closer and started sucking on it, making cute sounds. Taeyong watched, stunned. Hey, it's not something to eat, he said and pulled the gun back. But as soon as Taeyong pulled it back, the baby cried loudly. Seriously? You can't eat a gun, damn it. The baby's cries got louder and louder as Taeyong yelled. Not knowing what to do, Taeyong called his friend Suga. How do I handle a crying baby? Picking up and rock. Wait, weren't you going to? Suga Hyung, just answer the damn question. It's hungry, I guess. I'll come with the baby food. Till then, try to make the baby smile. What? Wait, Hyung! Helpless, Taeyong picked the baby, and the baby stopped crying and watched him with his teary, doughy eyes. You look like me, even the damn mole. No trace of Ryan in you. You held the gun without even fearing, like it's a toy. No wonder you have my blood in your veins. And as for my revenge, I don't really have to kill you. Just faking your death will be enough to take my revenge on Ryan. You might be hers, but you are mine too. I'll keep her away from you, and that will be enough of a punishment for her. As Taehyung was admiring his creation, Suga rushed in with baby food. Oh, looks like you indeed turned into a caring father, huh? I never thought it will be this difficult. I always knew it, Tae, that my brother is not that merciless to kill an innocent baby. It's my child, Suga Hyung. See, just take a look. He looks like me, my exact copy. Look, his fingers are so tiny, and his eyes melted my heart. I can't harm my baby. I can't harm my baby, Suga Hyung, he said and held his baby closer to his heart. Suga came closer and held the baby. Tae, It's so cute. No wonder you couldn't harm him. But now, what are you gonna do? What do you mean here? A baby needs some Mother's Day. Taeyong's expressions become cold and dark. I'll never let that bitch come closer to my baby. On the other hand, please, detective, please find my baby. Please. Don't worry, Miss Shin. Whoever this Kim Taeyong is, I'll hunt him down. Detective Park said with soft but determination-filled eyes. He placed his hand on Ryan's shoulder and Ryan immediately looked up. Everything will be all right, Ryan. I promise you. Nothing will happen to your baby. I think you're being more friendly than professional detective. Detective Park pulled back at that, but his eyes never left Ryan's. Admiration was all filled in there. Tears don't suit your beautiful eyes, Ryan. I don't have any right to wipe them, but I can wipe away every reason behind them, and I will. You might have forgotten, Ryan, or probably don't even know, but there was a boy who used to steal glances at you, peeking from the books and capturing your beauty. You're still the same, beautiful. Doesn't matter if you are a victim or a mother of a child which isn't mine. I still love you the same. Time skip after a week. Taeyong was playing with his baby, whom he named Jay. Look here, baby, he said, making weird faces, and the baby giggled. They both looked so happy at that moment that Suga stood at the door and couldn't stop admiring this father and son duo. But the baby suddenly screamed loudly after seeing Suga and started wiggling with excitement. Taeyong followed the baby's gaze and found Suga. Come inside, Suga-young. Suga nodded and went inside. He couldn't stop smiling as the baby giggled and raised his hands towards Suga, identifying him and wanting him to pick him up. Suga picked the baby. See, uncle, got you a cute little pacifier. Then Suga looked at Taeyong. Seriousness filled his eyes. Is there anything you want to tell me, Suga-young? This Detective Park rejected the bribes we offered him. Looks like he's too honest about his job. No one is that honest to reject 1 billion. I think he has his own benefits in helping Ryan. What can it be? Taeyong smirked. Ryan. Ryan is the reason here. I checked his background. He was in the same class as Ryan. Meanwhile, at Sarah's house, Detective Park drew Ryan into a fierce, urgent hug. No, Ryan, don't cry, he whispered, then gently pulled back, cradling her face as he wiped the tears away. Ryan lifted her eyes to him, searching for something she could hold on to. I haven't even held my baby once, Mr. Park. I can only imagine what you're feeling, he murmured, his fingers soothing her hair. Call me Jimin. She glanced up, voice trembling. Thank you, Jimin. She hugged him again, and a fragile, almost inexplicable bond flickered between them. I'll bring your baby home, Ryan. No line I won't cross. I walk straight into the lion's mouth if I have to. Ryan, promise me you will look after yourself. You're the strongest mother I have ever known. Ryan looked at him, weary trust and a silver of something else. Hope, maybe. And Jimin felt that want swell inside him. He wanted her to belong to him, and he would tear down anything to make it happen. Just then, Sarah walked in, her eyes widening at the sight before her. Ryan and Jimin instantly stepped apart, as if reality had suddenly snapped them back from something forbidden. Sarah let out a deliberate little cough, smirking. I should get going. His voice was low, almost reluctant. He turned and walked towards the door, the air between him and Wyan still thick with the unspoken. As soon as he disappeared from sight, Sarah hurried over to Wyan, her grin impossible to hide. So, Wyan, do you like the detective? Wyan's eyes went wide. What? I. Sarah? No, it's not like that. Her voice faltered, betraying her own denial. He seems kind, and when he's around, I feel safe. Sarah crossed her arms, tilting her head with a teasing smile. Safe, huh? Careful not to fall for him. Wyan, that detective got a dangerous kind of charm. Wyan turned away, pretending to brush something off the table, but the faint blush on her cheeks gave her away. She didn't say it aloud, but Sarah could see it clearly. Something was there.